Hi guys! So today I'm going to review and sample this plate right here by Clear Jelly Stamper. It's CJS 45. It's called Ornamental Flourish. It comes in this little plastic jacket. You take that off, and there's this awesome card in here to give you some ideas of how it should look or could look. And then there's a blue film on here that you want to take off too, if I can get my long fingernails to do it. There we go. There's that, and this is what the plate looks like. Hope you can see it better now. Sorry. And so this is it, CJS 45 Ornamental Flourish. It's got some beautiful images on here, and yes, of course they're layered. And there's some large ones, as you can see. So the blank space, and then it's the one next to it is the detailed, so this one goes over this one. So you stamp this one first, that one goes over it next. Anyway, here's the largest one. And then this here next, and then this next. And then on most of these, there is a smaller, version of it. So like this one here, the smaller one is down here. Okay. And then some like this here, there's some smaller ones of that on here as well. And I think they're up here. I'm looking at this backwards, so if I get it wrong, sorry. And the other thing that's really cool about this plate is that they have it so that it's bookends. So like this one goes this direction, and the same type of image, the same exact image, but facing the opposite direction is up here. So that way, so for me, my clients, then I can do, if I do their ring finger, I do one of them on the ring finger and the other one on their other hand on the ring finger, and then it looks like, it's bookends. It goes perfectly, perfect in balance matches. So anyway, today we're going to do a couple of samples. And we're going to sample out this one first. I love that image. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to use, I already have my nail prepared. And I use True Gel's Baby Doll. It's one of my favorite soft pinks. Just love it. And I put a mat on it, so hopefully you can see it better. So we're going to use Maniology stamping polish right now. And I'm going to use some Born Pretty also. So I'm using some Maniologies and Born Pretty, and I will put the names of everything I use in the information box for you. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use 3 colors. So let me go ahead and get them open so they're ready. Kind of a rainbow effect. Just kind of makes it fun. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me get those over here. And I'm going to put the pink. I hope you can see it. So on the blank space down here, first I'm going to put the pink where I want it. So basically on the top and the bottom. Then I'm going to put some yellow in the center part, about maybe there. And then I'm going to put some orange. So, oh, sorry, I didn't show you. So this is Born Pretty's yellow that I'm doing. And then I'm doing Born Pretty's orange also. Kind of a pumpkin, or I don't know, actually maybe not a pumpkin orange, just orange. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on there, and then I'm going to scrape it. And my blank spaces, I find that they usually work the best if I scrape them from on a diagonal, and my card is down, I guess a 45-degree angle, something like that, down towards the table anyway. I'm using a Big Bling Clear Jelly Stamper, and then I'm going to roll it, a different direction, and that didn't work. So I'm going to do it one more time, and that happens once in a while. So let me try it again. So first of all, I'm going to grab my pink again, and now my pink is starting to get a little thickish, and that's the only time that I sometimes will have trouble when I'm using the Maniology or really any stamping polish. So, and I probably shouldn't wait very long either. So I have to watch my talking, a little bit of the orange, and then once again, I'm going to scrape on a diagonal, and then I'm going to roll it. Okay, so I did get a little bit of a void anyway, you know, because I'm videoing right now, and that's just the way it goes. I don't know why that happens. It seems to be Murphy's Law, because when I was doing my samples, I didn't have that problem, but that's okay. I'm just going to put a little bit there and go ahead and put it on my nail. So there it is on my nail. And I'm going to carefully roll from one side to the next so that we got it on there good. And it doesn't, you know, this is not going to be perfect if it, you know, it's not going to look perfect right now, but it's going to look really cool when we get the top over it. So let me get that excess off of there. I'll let that dry just a second. And then I'm going to get my Maniology Straight Up Black. Get that ready so we can do the detail. And you know, if you do get a little void like I did, and you fill it in like that, you just don't want to do it too heavy, you know, too much, because you need it to be dry, because you don't want it to smush, and you don't want it to mess up when you put your detail over it. So hopefully this will be dry enough when I do that. So now we're going to do the next one to it, which is right here, and that's our detail. I really like this, really pretty. I love all the flourishes on it. And honestly, when I got it, I mainly got it because I wanted this image right here. And I didn't really know when I first got it and I looked at the card, I'm like, I wasn't sure I was going to do with the rest of them. I didn't, but doing the samples, I really like it. I'm finding. And as I was doing samples, I just found more cool, you know, things to do with it. So I rolled over to pick up that detailed image. As you can see, I'm going to take off what I don't want, and then I'm just going to line that up over this. And let me look at it my way so I can kind of do that. And if it doesn't, you know, go perfect, it's okay. If you get a little shadowing, it still looks pretty. So carefully roll off. Yep, I just love it. I just think it's so pretty. So a whole mani like that would be gorgeous. So there's one. We're going to let that dry. Then we're going to do another one. Okay, so the next one we're going to do on here is down here. And this is one that's more obvious that they're, you know, they bookend each other. So like, do you see what I'm saying? So if you put this on one finger, you know, on the next, like the ring finger on this hand, you put this one, it's going this way, and then you put on the ring finger, you put this one, then it's going the opposite direction. So, but anyway, here's the blank spaces. So you start, here's 1, 2, and then this is 1, 2. So I'm going to go ahead instead and do it a little different. I'm going to do both these on one nail. So I'll show you. So I'm using Maniology again, really pretty pearl, kind of a black cherry pearl color. Love this color. And I'm going to go ahead and do the blank space first. Get it ready. And then same thing, hold my plate, you know, my card down, and I'm going to scrape on a diagonal, and hopefully I didn't cause a void. Hopefully I didn't over scrape it. I think I'm going to go this way. Oh, I got it good. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to clean off what I don't want. There's my blank space. I hope you can see it. Let's see. Can you see it good? There we go. Okay, I got to get it on here before it dries, and hopefully it hasn't already done that. I need to see my little sample thing here. And I'm going to do this like this. So, well, I'm going to do it like that. Hopefully I didn't wait too long. I hope I didn't. Nope, I didn't. Yay. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to turn this around so I can see my sample better. And I'm going to do the next one, which is right next to it, the blank space right here. I'm going to do the next one. And go ahead and get these on first before I do the detail over it. Okay, so once again, I'm going to go to the diagonal, my card's down, And then I'm going to roll it a different direction. Yep, got it perfect. Definitely helps if your polish is, you know, not, like I said, not too thick. So here's the next one. All right, and so I'm going to turn it this way. I hope you can see that. Anyway, let me get it on here, and there. So I got it on there, press it on there, and then gently roll from one side to the next. Perfect, no voids, yay. And so kind of interesting like that. So now let's do the details on it, kind of fun. And now we just got to do the detail ones. So I'm going to use my Maniology Straight Up Black again. So hopefully you can, you know, see it easier. Love this combination. All right, so, and I'm using Maniology Scraping Card also, by the way. So I'm scraping to the diagonal, and I'm going to roll it, take off what I don't want, and then I'll show you what it looks like. There we go, there's the detail. And so we're going to put that on our first one, and I'm going to line it up, and then just press it down, and we're going to roll it from one side to the next. There we go, there's the top one. Okay, all right, and then we're going to do the next one, and that's right next to it, the bookend. And same thing, I'm going to take it, I'm going to scrape to the diagonal, and then I'm going to roll, take off what I don't want. Okay, there we go again. And we're just going to put it on this one here now. Okay, line it up to that. Let me look this way. Okay, there it is. And there we go. And there they are. And so let me see this way. Oh gosh, I just love that. I love those colors. I just love that look. I think a mani like that would be gorgeous. You can just do, you know, a accent nail or whatever, but I think even if you did all, you know, more fingers or all of them would be really pretty in that. I think it's gorgeous. So let's put this over here. And then the next thing I would do is either you can put, you know, whatever top coat. I would suggest if you're doing regular polish though that you do a coat of Maniology's smudge-free top coat first. That's my favorite, you know, unless you have a good smudge-free you like. But I would do this first, and I need to get another bottle. But I put a generous amount. I swipe down the middle, and then to the side, and then to the side. And there you go. No smudge. Works awesome. I love it, and it dries fast. And if you wanted to put a mat over it after you give it a couple minutes to dry, put a mat over it. You can do that too. Even if you wanted to do, you know, a gel polish or something over it, you could do that if you wanted to. So I'm going to put this over here, let it dry a minute, and then we're going to do the same thing with the second one that we did. And with black, I find, you know, you really want a good smudge free with black, because black I think is the easiest to smear, and then sometimes some of the deep, you know, reds too can do that. But I mean, any of them can smear, but usually black is the worst. So generous amount again, going down the middle, going from side to side. And another tip that I found that works best is if you don't, try to get a generous amount on there so that you can go down the middle, you know, so that you can go down it and just do it once preferably. Because when you start trying to go over it, you know, 2, 3 times, then you're more likely to smudge it as well, and even with the smudge free. So there's that, and so those are going to be drying. I love that. I hope you can see the colors. It's just gorgeous. I love that black cherry. So pretty. I love this. There's a lot of images on here that I really, really like that actually kind of surprised me. But okay, so I'm going to show you some of the samples that I did, that I already did. And so let me show you this first. So this big one up here, instead of doing the big one, now you could do that, You could either shrink it or you could just do part of it on your nail. I went ahead and decided to do the smaller version of it down here. And I did that on this nail right here. And I think it's kind of cool. It's not exactly straight, okay, but it still looks pretty cool. And you could even do like a, you know, rhinestone in the middle, or a couple rhinestones, or a stud, or, you know, whatever, if you wanted to kind of bling it up. Then this one here, I love this one too. I think it's beautiful. It's part of this big ginormous Flourish. So this one here, I did two different ones. So on this one though, I just showed you, I believe I took this part right here. So this whole section right here, I put on that nail. And of course, same thing you want to do is your blank space first. So you do this, you know, whatever part you want to use of this first, and then the same section, you know, of your detail part to layer over it. And that's what I did on this one here, and I just love it. And I used clear jelly stampers, one of my favorite golds now, because it's more like a champagne gold, I think. But I used their bubbly, and on this one here. It's just gorgeous. And actually, I think it's called Bring On the Bubbly. I'm almost positive. So love that. That one is beautiful. Then this is the one we just did. The second one we did. This is the first one we did, right here. And then this is another one that I took. If I remember right, I believe that I took. Let me look on here a second. Yeah, so I just took this part here, this section here to do that one. And so anyway, that's right here. That's what this one is. I love it. Just gorgeous. So a whole mani with these, you know, taking different parts of these ones here would be gorgeous too. I just love that. And then I have a couple other ones also that I want to show you. So these are the ones we just did here in the front. But I did this one too, and then this one here. It's also on this plate. And now this is mostly the ones that are on here that I've showed you in samples. There's a couple or a few little ones that, you know, I didn't, you know, parts that I didn't do, but mainly. So see this tail on this one here? I took that tail, and then I took this one here, so there's the blank space to do the detail over it. I put those together. So I did the tail, and then these two together over it makes this right here. And I just thought it was kind of fun. You know, kind of a, I don't know, interesting design. So that could be cool for an accent nail, you know, or whatever. And then this little one, this one right here, it's actually the bigger one because they have a tinier one. And that one, let me see if I can find it on here quick enough. Oh, there it is right there. So sorry I got some black over it, but this one, there's the blank space, and then that one goes over it. And then there's a tiny one here, the same design, same image. So there's the blank space, there's the detail. And then there's like some, you know, other ones on here. And I believe this is called a fleur-de-lis. Anyway, you know, that'd be really cool. And then there's the tiny ones of it, same one. Tiny ones of that, you know, the bigger ones that I use. There's some tiny ones. So anyway, just gorgeous. There looks like kind of a tulip flower. And this is kind of cool too. I didn't use this one either. So another cool thing you could do with this is, I mean, if you wanted to try and fit the whole thing or shrink it down or whatever, or just take any part of it, you could. But also you could take just right down the middle, take one half and put it on one nail and the other half on the other nail. You know, or you could do different colors in it, you know, whatever. Anyway, so once again, this is the card that came with it. And this is Clear Jelly Stamper Cjs 45 Ornamental Flourish. And I hope this helps and hope you have fun with it. It's just gorgeous. I think you could do some gorgeous manis. So please like and subscribe and click on the bell icon and click on, you want to click on that so that you'll get a notice for my next new tutorial, which will be really soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.